shower time at Cape May. I've gotten a few comments lately on showering, so I'm going to address them, and there's a couple different questions I've gotten. One of them was, how often do you shower, and can you shower more than whatever the prescribed amount of showers is? Typically, my memory is that we would shower twice a day, and the times that we would shower would depend on what we were doing and when. Showering before we hit the racks was pretty standard, so that was part of our wind down routine, was to shower. So that was always a given. And then the mornings normally, well, your breakfast time changes throughout training. So every week your schedule, your chow times change. It's part of the whole adaptability thing. So if we had really early breakfast, we would just get up and go to breakfast. If we had it a little bit later in the day, then we'd probably go out on the parade field and start doing work, doing push-ups, getting beat. Or we might do some kind of lesson of something, marching lesson or something like that, something to take up a little bit of time. So depending on how much exertion we had, we might shower before chow. But normally I think we would just kind of get to chow. And then again, it all depends on what is the plan of the day. So if we go straight from chow to class, then we go straight from chow to class. If we go from chow to like swimming, or to the gym, or to some kind of physical activity, or just getting beat for whatever reason, then we would probably shower after that. Again, a lot of this depends on the sequence of things. So, if we go do the gym and then we go do marching, and then we go straight to getting beat in the parade field or swimming, or we go for a run or whatever. If we're going from like one physical exertion to another in sequence, we probably aren't going to shower in between. But we would shower whenever we're going into a classroom type setting. Showering more than the prescribed, typically that would be a no. However, there are unique situations where you might be able to shower more. The big one would be if you had some kind of a job that got you back to the company after everybody hit the racks, then you can take a shower, and you pretty much can take it on your own time, which is nice, and you have privacy. The other time would be during remedial swim. If you didn't know how to swim and you had to take remedial swim, you would be able to get a shower then after that. Now, technically, that doesn't necessarily mean you're getting more showers than everybody else, because you're showering to make up for the fact that you weren't with your company when they might have been showering at that time. So you're not really getting an extra shower, but it is nice to have time to yourself to shower without the CCs and without other people being all around you. And then just any extracurricular stuff, even not necessarily that you're getting back after rack hours, but just if you get back to the company and everyone else isn't there, like when you're on your own time, when you're signed out and you're away from the company, you are kind of on your own. So like if you're going to medical, you get out of medical and you come back and report to your company. If you come back to the squad bay and nobody's there, depending on what everybody else is doing, you might be able to squeeze in a shower there. Now, I'm not saying just go and get a shower if you can. Don't get yourself in trouble. It's going to be highly, highly dependent on the situation. And you'll know when you're there what that is. We're all adults and we all have our own things we have to take care of. So you'll be able to make that judgment. Another part of showering that I got asked about was being able to wear your underwear or just privacy in general. There are people that are understandably kind of just apprehensive about the idea of sharing the shower heads with other people. And the fact of the matter is that's just part of the drill. I don't know. I don't have an answer for, like, if you wanted to wear underwear while you shower. My gut tells me that they would not allow you to do that, but I don't know that for sure. I would say that even if they did allow you to do that, I would highly advise not doing that, because for one, you're going to potentially incur bullying and just behavior you don't want to attract for doing that, people just being dickish about it or whatever. And also, of course, your CC's giving you a hard time, and just for the fact that you don't want to draw attention to yourself. Like, while you're at boot camp, that's the last thing you want to do, is draw attention to yourself. And as apprehensive as you might feel about having to take off all your clothes and shower in a bunch of other people, all those other people are also doing the same thing. Nobody cares about you. Nobody's looking at you and thinking anything about it, because they're all experiencing what you're experiencing from their point of view. So I know it's easier said than done. I felt a little bit apprehensive myself when I went there about, showering in front of all these people. But once you're there, it's really a non-issue, because the stress, everything you're going through is just, it supersedes any of those other feelings. So really just try not to worry about it too much. One other question that I got that was interesting had to do with brushing your teeth. Can you brush your teeth more often than just morning and night? And that's a good question. I don't know 100% the answer on that. Again, my gut would be that you probably could. I don't really see any reason particularly that the CCs would not let you brush after another meal, as long as it doesn't get in the way of the training. And it's just like with using the head. I mean, getting to use the bathroom, you pretty much can go whenever you need to. Again, as long as it's not interfering with training. But if you have to go, you have to go. You just have to ask respectfully. And while you're there, if you brush your teeth really quick, it should be okay. Now, the logistics of that might be a little tough, because you'd have to have like your toothbrush and toothpaste readily available, and what you can carry with you on your person, like in your pockets or whatever, and in your rucksack, is highly regulated and monitored. So, and the last thing you ever want to do is get caught with something, even as innocuous as a toothbrush, if you're not supposed to have it. So make sure you are clear with your CCs if that's something that you want to do. Don't just assume and do it. I don't think they would not allow it, but again, I don't know 100%. I think, like other issues that I've talked about, there's a lot of discretion for the CCs. So a lot of it's going to just come down to what your company commander decides. But anyway, those are just a few of the questions that I got on showering and bathroom situations. So let me know in the comments if there's anything else you want to know about that topic or any other topics at all. Hope everyone's doing well. Thanks.